want money anymore, do they? Hello, everyone. I am still Mecha Random 42, still the one, still the only, still the original, still your favorite YouTube consumer advocate, Harpy. I recorded 2 videos about Star Trek last night because they're still trying to destroy the last little thread of crumbs that are left there, and it looks like Kathleen Kennedy is perfectly happy to do that over in the Indiana Jones side of things. I bet she's really disappointed that her little publicity stunt, her little marketing trick is getting overshadowed by the passing of Prince Philip, Duke of Edinburgh, right now, because normally something like Indiana Jones would be number 1 on trending. Indiana Jones 5. They're announcing all this new stuff. They're announcing this new casting choice for some reason. Oh. Normally it would be trending number 1. And why is that important? Because Kathleen Kennedy is a master of talking very wealthy people out of their money. She's a master in caring about what the people who are investing hundreds of $millions in movies think about the movies. She can go in and report, hey, look on Twitter, Indiana Jones is trending. It's in the top thing. And then she can say, hey, look at this. They're talking about it. It's trending. Therefore, this is a good call. And then she can get a lot of money out of people. Despite the fact that when you actually read the comments, the fact that when you actually go in and read and see what people have to say, people like me, here's what I had to say. Here's my first reaction to the new casting news of Phoebe Waller Bridge joining the cast. It's like, OMG, just stop. You're not capable of making good movies without the creators, and this will never be anything that more than all right. That's the thing. They're never going to make a movie better than all right in this day and age when you have none of the creative people behind the scenes except for Kathleen Kennedy and Frank Marshall. Those are the only people. And Kathleen Kennedy's not a creative person. She could barely even dance as a showgirl in the second one. And you could barely find, you got to freeze frame her, but she's like right there and she looks very awkward and out of place. Like a deer in the headlights. That's kind of how I see Kathleen Kennedy anyway. And she's in charge of this one. And this will be her focal point now as president of Lucasfilm. I just wonder if she's laughing somewhere or upset. Because what happened? She played us exactly the way she wants to. She said, hey, we're going to do something with Indiana Jones. It's going to get people talking and trending. And what's happening? Everybody's making videos. Everybody's talking about it. Everybody is. So I can see why they're doing this from a business standpoint. Phoebe Waller Bridge, if you don't know, she played L337. She's one of these Hollywood types. She writes and acts. She had some series that people liked from, what was it called? What was her series? What was her series, Phoebe Waller Bridge's? They'll know in chat. Anywho, she had a series that it was really critically acclaimed. They bring her in to punch up scripts. They brought her in for James Bond, and that one's been pushed back. It was pushed back before the Koof. It was pushed back, and they dropped that one super early. That no, let's push it back and do some reshoots on the slide. Killing Eve was her. Yeah, that was it. So they're bringing her in, and we remember her from being L337 over in the Solo A Star Wars Story movie that nobody wanted. And everybody assumed it was Kathleen Kennedy and the identity politics that made her go, droid lives matter, or whatever she says, and made her all activist-y, her character, despite the fact that droids they're appliances. That's like fighting for the rights of your toaster. They're not really sentient, despite the fact that they kind of appear to be. But hey, I mean, it's Star Wars, it's not real world. They brought her in. So they brought her in to voice that character. Caused a lot of controversy there. Now, here's a fun fact that a lot of people don't know. Ron Howard was actually the one who wrote that line and thought it'd be funny to make her super SJW bot. Yeah. And here we were just thinking it was Kathy. No. Not Kathy. So she plays us all talking about this. Let's look at the article. But here's the issue I have with it. You don't have any of the creatives behind it. You don't have any of the people who have, like, do you think Harrison Ford cares? No, he's gonna show up. He's gonna exhale a bunch of you know what?
Smoke weed every day.
After flying in on his plane or helicopter or whatever he's got, he's gonna exhale, cough some green cloud everywhere. He's gonna say a few lines. He's gonna mumble a few lines. He's 79 years old. So we already had Steven Spielberg leave. Now this came out last year. We're gonna revisit that before we get into her article about Phoebe Waller Bridge. Steven Spielberg is no longer directing the upcoming Indy5, and there's a clear reason why he isn't calling the shots anymore. Why would he? Who cares anymore? First off, who cares about Indiana Jones 5? Nobody wanted it. Nobody asked for it. You have 3 good movies that are perfect together as they are. The 4th one you can just forget about. You can get it and use it as a coaster because it's going to be in the box set. You're going to get the 4th movie whether you want it or not, and nobody likes it. Does anybody at all like the 4th Indiana Jones movie?
I thought it was pretty good.
I don't think anybody does. So Steven Spielberg dipped last year, and there's a clear reason why. Since the project was originally announced in 2016, he's encountered numerous issues in pre-production. That's not a good sign. The film's been delayed multiple times, gone through several script rewrites. Oh, through all the ups and downs, Spielberg has been one of the few constants in Indiana Jones 5, gearing up to reunite with Harrison Ford for one last adventure, but even now that's changed. For the first time in franchise's history, Indiana Jones is going to be directed by someone other than Spielberg. Is this a good sign? No, it's not. No, it's not. You need your creatives. If we've learned anything from Star Wars, Phoebe Waller Bridge lands lead opposite Harrison Ford in Indiana Jones 5 because nothing says condescending British woman, misery, the patriarchy, raw, like Phoebe Waller Bridge. I'm sure she could be quite charming if the script calls for it, but this is 2021 after all. We're still following the same 2016 guidelines and handbooks of make the movie, have the characters shout and spout a bunch of nonsense about misogyny and the patriarchy, get Twitter impressions, and repeat. Fleabag phenom, there you go. Phoebe Waller Bridge is reportedly set to star opposite Harrison Ford. Are they letting her write? Disney confirmed the casting news with production on the film, set to begin later this summer. Logan director, oh no, are they going to do that? Do we really want to see Indiana Jones grumpy at the end of his life in diapers? Is that what we're going to see now? No, that's what it's going to be. It's just going to be a copy of it, right? We'll be behind the camera for the film. Steven Spielberg will executive produce, meaning nothing. Meaning he just has his name on it, like Animaniacs or something. Along with Kathy and Frank. This is a statement from the director. I'm thrilled to be starting a new adventure, collaborating with a dream team of all-time great filmmakers. Stephen, Harrison, Kathy, and Frank, and John are all artistic heroes of mine. Oh, wait till you see how little they have to do with it. I think you're gonna be lucky to get Harrison Ford on set. He's probably gonna have his lines off on a cue. I don't think he cares anymore, does he? Does he even care? He certainly didn't care about going back for Star Wars. I think he likes Indiana Jones more, though. Go big boy or go home. Thank you so much. I was waiting to see how Kathy was going to ruin the Indiana Jones franchise, and now you know. You go, Kathy. Surely this will get butts in the theater seats. That's not her goal. Her goal is to get Twitter impressions. Her goal is to get money up front for this thing. It doesn't matter how many people watch this in the theater. It doesn't matter by them, because no matter what they do, they can go and hire a PR firm to buy all the front row tickets if they want, just to say, oh yeah, well, it's marketing, it's advertising. See, we bought all these and then we gave them out as publicity. You know, in the DVD sets, we're going to slip them all in there. Slip all these tickets in. So their ticket sales are going to be padded no matter what. So this movie will not flop no matter what. This is all about Twitter impressions right now. That's the game that they play. And that's the game they've been playing since Twitter was the most prominent thing that these studios listen to. We had Phoebe, a dazzling actor, brilliant creative voice, and the chemistry she will undoubtedly bring to our set. I can't help. She's going to bring a brilliant creative voice and the chemistry she will undoubtedly bring to our set, but I can't help but feel as lucky as Indiana Jones himself. Problem is, when you bring in somebody like Phoebe Waller Bridge for a creative voice, what's she going to say? We don't know if her Bond movie is going to be any good, let alone the Indiana Jones one. We don't know if she's going to have destructive vocal cords, or if she's going to be singing a sonata and making it crescendo in all the right place. We don't know yet. She might infuse a whole bunch of feminist garbage and modern day anti-patriarchy BS. I'm sure she's perfectly fine as an actor, but I need to see what she did with Bond before I could even get excited. She might have destroyed it. It keeps getting pushed back, and we know it's going to be bad. We know it's going to be terrible because of all the leaks that have talked about this. What do you mean might? I know. I'm trying to give it a little bit of the benefit of the doubt. It worked in the 80s. You had the people creating these characters in charge of it. Now you don't, and it's not going to work. And we're not in the 80s anymore. Times have changed. People have changed. And that's what they don't get. That's what they don't get. It's like for all of their progressive messages and all of their BS about identity and this and that and politics and all this crap, they're still so stuck and set in the 1980s with all of the movies. They can't do anything else. And that's what we're here with this now, with this identity politics, this feminist bullshit, and that's what they're going to bring into this, and we know it. Because they do it every time. It's not like they're going to fix this. No, they're doing this to troll the internet for the Twitter impressions. They're doing this because people are going to talk about it. And if Prince Philip hadn't died, it would have been #1 on trending. So haha, joke's on you, Kathy. Sometimes the world has bigger plans than your troll job of an entire fan base of something, just for your Twitter impressions and your clicks. I am going back to my live chat. Don't you guys go anywhere. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye! Fade out.